Well, I've just landed after a long flight, and after when I landed, I was given a detention notice. That means that I'm going to be in mandatory hotel quarantine. But first, I've got to check in. Last time Victoria ran hotel quarantine, everything from this point on pretty much went wrong. So today, the Victorian government was at pains to show all the things it says it's fixed. There are the basics, like hand sanitising and wearing masks. There's plenty of food and other supplies stocked up waiting for the passengers. But from here, it gets a little bit more complicated. One of the criticisms of the last quarantine was that staff were never required to wear the top PPE, like fitted N95 masks. But that debate is over, and staff have full protective gear and regular testing. All staff must have been vaccinated. Some of them have even had their second dose. But that will all be out of sight, and hopefully out of mind, once returned travellers are locked behind the doors of one of these rooms. So this will be home for the next 14 days. As you can see, it's fairly cosy, but it is comfortable. There's even a little bit of room on the floor for some exercise. You can order in food and drink, including alcohol if that takes your fancy. But the key thing is that the ventilation has been fixed. Airflow was blamed for Melbourne's third lockdown.
Negative pressure is really important because we want to make sure that when doors are open, airflow comes into this room rather than exiting out into the corridor. So that means if someone's positive in this room, it means that airflow comes in and the virus stays in the room.
Non-contaminated filtered air will flow into the negative pressure room. The contaminated air is sucked out of the room with an exhaust. Filters clean the air before it's pumped out of the facility. There are 6 hotels ready to take passengers and another 6 being worked on to help take up to 1,120 arrivals a week. Staff are tested daily, and to further reduce risk, workers will be offered a payment to voluntarily get tested on their days off.
Nurses, 36.5, that's all good. We're just going to prepare your swab.
One of the big changes from this hotel quarantine to the last is the fact there's 4 days of testing for residents on 0, 4, 12 and on the last day. It's to make sure that no virus is escaping detection.
Open your mouth and say ah.
It's too important for our confidence as Victorians, it's too important for our small business, for our economy, for our kids being in school. The government must get it right this time.
It simply has to. It's highly unlikely the public would tolerate yet another lockdown triggered by failures in hotel quarantine. Richard William, ABC News, Melbourne.